What's up, guys? So a lot has changed since the last video I posted a year ago. A lot of stuff has come to the collection since then. Mostly a lot of RZ stuff as noticeable. There's still some more stuff coming. Have a Leatherface piece coming soon, and a few other Myers pieces. But other than that, I'm going to pull out every mask I have as far as Myers pieces goes and give some info on them, along as what pieces they are and who's the artist. A lot of these aren't made anymore. A lot of these are fairly old, or some are limited run, but I'll get into it. Okay, so here we have the NAG 75K new mold, painted and haired by Freddie Loper. You can get a copy of this mask by Nag Masks on Facebook. I asked for a blank and sent it off to Freddie Loper, and he did it up and did a absolutely fantastic job. I can't ask for better, because this just definitely hits the H1 look for me, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. Alright, up next we have the Deletori Gen 1 Buried. This is the first generation of the Buried by Deletori. You have the Buried Gen 1, the Buried 2, which is a limited of 1 of 50, and then the Gen 3 Buried, and then the Gen 4. I have Gen 1, Gen 2, and a Gen 3. I don't know if I'll ever have a Gen 4 in my possession. Maybe one day, who knows, maybe if one copy looks decent enough. I definitely love the look of the Gen 1 Buried. It just screams accuracy to me. I don't know, but it's hard to choose a favorite of Deletori's work. Gen 1 definitely pushes it up there for me. The Gen 3 Buried is pretty accurate. It definitely is accurate for RZ Myers piece goes. But it's hard for me to choose a favorite between a Gen 1 and a Gen 3. This is haired by Quiet on the Set. As you can see there, it says Buried, and Scott's signature is right in there in the mask. On to the next piece. Up next we have the Deletori Buried 2. This is copy number 18 of 50. You don't see a lot of these pop up anymore. I mean, every once in a while you'll see one pop up in someone's collection or on eBay, but it's really hard to like find them out there, because there's only 50 of them made. This is a very unique sculpt. It's not supposed to be 100% accurate. It is a concept RZ Myers sculpt. Deletori did a fantastic job, and it's such a gnarly piece. This is definitely one of my grails I have. You got the back of the mask. Just such a gnarly, gross looking RZ mask, in my opinion. On to the next piece. Alrighty, up next we have the Deletori Generation 3 Buried. This is such an amazing sculpt. Definitely captures a lot of accurate scenes from the film as far as the hero goes. a lot of people ask me to sell them this piece, and it's probably never going to leave my collection. There's the back of the mask. Absolutely love Deletori's paint job on this piece. So dirty looking, just gross. On to the next piece. Alright, and here we have the Russell Lewis Psychotic V2. This is the second sculpt of the Psychotic line. As far as I know, the sculpt is very similar to the version 1. From what I know is that a lot of the cracks and stuff are a little bit more detailed and accurate on the V2 sculpt. I think it's also a little bit larger mask than the first sculpt of the Psychotic. Russell Lewis does an amazing job on the Rob Zombie Myers masks. I always recommend people that are looking for RZ masks to hit up Russell Lewis and Deletori. Deletori is unfortunately on a pause with masks right now. I know he's got some personal stuff going on. But you got so many artists out there that are coming out with RZ masks. It's amazing. But yeah, Russell Lewis definitely delivers when it comes to RZ masks. On to the next piece. Okay, here we have the Russell Lewis 2011 Destroyer. These are unfortunately not made anymore. I believe the Destroyer is Russell Lewis's first RZ Myers sculpt. I may be wrong, I'm not 100% sure. This particular copy is painted by Father Phantom Studios. They did an amazing job. There's the back of the mask. But if you are looking for one of these, you can find one every once in a while pop up on eBay. You just have to really look around a lot. But this is just an astonishing mask. I say that about every RZ mask, but each one is just so unique in their own way. On to the next piece. Here we have Jackson Rupert's The Decayed. These are not made anymore, unfortunately. I don't know how many. This was a limited run. I don't know how many copies are out there, but I know it's not a lot. This is probably one of the few copies that have a blood splatter on the side of the mask. It is haired by Quiet on the Set, QOTS for short. And you can see he added the hair straps like the film, as far as Myers having long hair. But this piece is absolutely gnarly. This one has a very close look to the hero. Side profile. And the back of the mask. You can see Quiet on the Set's signature on the side, 2019. On to the next piece. Here we have a Quiet on the Set artifact. This is the artifact by Horror Sanctum Studios. Unfortunately, Sam McCain passed away several years ago, so these are not made anymore. Sam was a very talented artist. As you can see, Scott, quiet on the set, did the hair again. His signature is right there. Artifact. I am trying to acquire a clean artifact. One day I will have one. I have one lined up for me by a friend of mine. It's just a matter of when I can start paying for it, because I have some things I need to pay off. Artifacts are very, very cool. I know they're a retooled of the animatronic head from the RZ Myers animatronic that was made back when the movie came out. Very awesome sculpt. On to the next piece. Here we have a Nicholas hardware store, also referred to the NHS. This is the clean mask in the beginning of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Unfortunately, these are not made anymore either, due to the fact of Deletori notifying us that the mold shattered or was destroyed. Hopefully down the line there will be a new sculpture. I can't say for sure that there will or won't be, but who knows, just can be hopeful. You got NHS, hardware store, Deletori. Very mean looking mask. The clean version is always one of my favorite looks of the film. I need to get some more clean copies. Such a very, very mean looking mask. On to the next piece. And here we have the RZ Slayer by James Grimm on Instagram. He still makes these and offers them. If you are looking for an RZ mask, I highly recommend hitting them up. These are very decently priced and look very amazing. Back of the mask. I do need to get some more mask stands instead of paper towel rolls for this one. There's this little stamp on the mask. Grimm Creations. Love the eye cuts on this piece. On to the next one. Here we have the A Swift Creations, the Lurker. A Swift is definitely upping his game. I've followed him since the beginning of when he first started producing masks, and he has definitely improved over the years. He does awesome work, great communication. If you are looking for an RZ mask, I definitely recommend you hit him up as well. I know he has other variations of the RZ mask. He has an Etsy store, A Swift Creations. Very, very awesome work. On to the next one. And last but not least of the RZ line that I have currently is the Deletori Gen 3 White Satin. This is from Halloween 2. I used to have a dark half, but unfortunately I had to still that. I do plan on getting a half mask again, hopefully a Deletori Gen 3. It's just a matter of when one pops up. I've always loved the dream sequence look. on to the next piece. Here we have the Night Owl's Maniac by Justin Mabry. This sculpt isn't, well, sculpt per se. This particular mask isn't made anymore, but you can acquire a copy off from Deletori Studios. It's a bit retooled. It's the H4 poster mask. But this particular style of the mask is no longer produced because Deletori Studios now owns the mold for that mask. This mask is a 2008 copy, so it's definitely up there in age. I believe it is the oldest mask I have. But very, very cool piece. Here we have Rem Zap Studios H40 Halloween 2018. This is when Rem Zap was starting to first repaint masks. He was doing a very phenomenal job at the time, but he has definitely upped his game over the years. His work is definitely looking phenomenal. He's one of my favorite artists. So I plan to definitely send him another 2018 mask when he's free and get painted by him so I can have his more updated work. Very, very awesome dude and a great artist. You can find him on Instagram at RZ Studios. On to the next one. And last but not least, we have the Don't Post Studios H40 Halloween 2018 mask. This is not a Deletori Studios mask. Unfortunately, I can't give much information on this piece because there's just not much out there. But I know these are a limited run as well. I'm not 100% sure if these are made still or not. I'm pretty sure they aren't. Unfortunately, I don't even know the artist, so it's hard to really give any information on it because I don't know if I haven't asked the right people, probably, but there's a reason why it's called Don't Post Studios. But a very, very awesome sculpt of a concept H40 mask. But there you have it. There is everybody as far as the Myers pieces goes. I did not mention those two down below. That is a Pale Crow Designs, it's either Pale Crow Designs or Pale Crow Studios H40 that I need to get painted up and haired, along with a Deletori Studios H40. I'm going to be sending off to another artist to get repainted and stuff. But yeah, other than that, that is the majority of everybody. I got a few other horror movie masks up on top that I'm going to be either getting rehauled or just as is. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully I'll have another video up again soon. Thank you.